Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Shelbyville Golden Eagle Football Show. I'm Jim Fuller. I'll be your co-host today, and as always, Coach Jason Hardy is with me today to give us some expert analysis of last night's game, and a good game it was indeed, as the Golden Eagle football machine was clicking on all cylinders from the very beginning last night.
Yeah, we came out and really executed the game plan well. I think I said it last week, but our theme really the last 2 weeks is we're already in the playoffs. Because we had to have a win last night to get into the playoffs in advance. So our kids have treated it really well in practice, and they come out Friday night and just put their best foot forward. And I thought we did a good job on special teams, offense and defensively. And for the whole night, really played hard, and then got a chance at the end to play everybody. And when you have those nights, it's really either a really good night or probably a really bad night. And in our case, it was a really good night when everybody got to see the field.
And it started off in the very beginning, which you folks will see here in a minute. One play, I think, from the line of scrimmage when you first got the ball, Cunningham scores a long touchdown. Yeah,
Mason had a really good night last night. He rushed, I think he rushed probably twice, but he had over 80 yards, one big play, and threw for about 250 yards. Got a lot of people the ball, and we scored from different people and different plays. First of the game, defensively, the first play of the game for them, we give up a long pass, but our defense settles down and forces them for 4 and out and get the ball. And like I said, our first offensive snap goes for a 76-yard touchdown. Kind of set the tone for the night, and I felt like the whole night that we really had a grasp on the football game.
And of course the guys that have started for you all year, I'm talking, of course, your quarterback, your running back, your wide receiver, O.J. Davis, I think, came up big last night as well. So your seniors really played well for you last night.
They did, and I think everyone there you mentioned, Mason had a touchdown, Michael had a touchdown, O.J. had a touchdown, Sente Muse, another senior, had a touchdown. So at the end of the year, when you're going to fight for playoffs, your seniors got to step up, and they did a great job. I thought across the board with Trey Kelso and Miles Wilson, Anthony Lentz, some offensive linemen and our seniors did an excellent job. And when you get seniors stepping up at the end of the year, that's when you're playing some pretty good football.
You mentioned some of the linemen, but your line was pretty banged up there for a time, 2 or 3 weeks during the regular season. How big did that figure into last night's win? Because I think everybody's back healthy now.
Yeah, this is probably the first time all year that we've had 2 weeks in a row the exact same offensive line that started the game and finished the game with the first offense. And anybody around football can tell you it doesn't matter what you got at quarterback, running back, and wide receiver. Everything in football starts up front. And you can tell just the last 2 weeks in the offense of how we've executed that. Having those 5 guys being up there solid on the front has made a big difference.
One of those guys missing there for a while was your center. How much did that play into the way you had to run your offense?
Well, coming into the year, and people like, well, I should just hope so-and-so don't miss any games, so-and-so don't miss any games. And it was usually Mason Cunningham, Michael Eddings, O.J. Davis. But to me, I know that the one guy we couldn't afford to miss would be Trey Kelso. Mm-hmm. The guy that touches the ball on every snap first is the most important person, and that's where the whole offense starts. And those 3 games he was out, I mean, you can see a big difference in our offense. And having him back is huge on offense. Not only just because he touches the ball every time, but he is the anchor of the offense. He makes the calls, he gets the tempo set, and he's a pretty good defensive player as well. So having him back's been huge, and hopefully he can stay healthy for the remainder of the season.
Okay. All right. Again, a great night for the Golden Eagles. We'll be bringing you first quarter action in just a moment, folks. First of all, we're going to take a moment to acknowledge our fine sponsors of this show. We'll be right back.
What if you could find peace of mind with Got Your Back Checking? Discover Ascend's Preferred Checking, where rewards and security are the key to a balanced financial future. Earn cash back on purchases at your favorite retailers. Plus, our ID theft protection, card patrol, and extra security mean your finances stay safe and sound. Open or upgrade to an Ascend Preferred Checking account and see what's possible.
As a 5-star rated bank with locations in Bedford and Moore counties, First Community Bank has been the bank of choice for over 25 years for both families and businesses. Customers openly place their faith in the leadership of the bank that provides multiple services, each designed to provide solutions for the needs of every customer. Services like mobile banking is just one example.
I just bought a horse with mobile banking.
When asked what customers like best about First Community Bank, they answered.
I like the service here and I like the people.
The professional service that they give us down here.
They support youth sports.
Community-oriented and customer-minded, the solution to all of your banking needs is a short ride or a simple phone call away. Take that first step to a community-minded bank. Call 931-684-5800 or stop by one of their locations today. First Community Bank, a community leader.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
31W Insulation offers custom-look garage doors to enhance the appearance of your home. These are beautiful, durable, and energy-efficient doors. Give your home the fresh, classic, distinctive look it deserves. From rural to rustic artistry, 31W Insulation has what you're looking for. Visit us online at 31W.com to see how we can make beautiful and affordable improvements to your home.
Since 1889, Traders Bank has been helping our neighbors realize their dreams. Whether our customers are looking to put a roof over their heads, try their hand at entrepreneurship, or see themselves behind the wheel of a shiny new car, the folks at Traders Bank have always been ready to dive in with them. Because at Traders, we lend you more than just money. We lend you our good name. Traders Bank, you're welcome.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
Game was played in Shelbyville?
Franklin County.
Franklin County,
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they get the ball first, and good job on the kickoff coverage. I thought we did a pretty good job all night long, and really a run-heavy team here, no wide receivers, and on the first play they come out and hit a big long pass. So not the start we wanted. We talked all week about stopping the run, and they did a good job coming out first play and catching our secondary, thinking it was going to be a run. But first down play here. We knew it was going to be one of those nights where we were just going to have to do a good job, be solid against the run, because they were going to stick with it no matter what. And here's a mistake that we've taken advantage of. And these are the kind of situations here where we knew they was going to have to pass that we felt like we wanted them to be in. They come with a little trick play, a little reverse, and O.J. Davis has it right here, and Corvin Giles and Darius Young come up to finish off the tackle right there. So force them to go for it on fourth down, and they throw short and well defended there by Sente Muse, and even though we give up the pass. And here's the first play. It's a little option, and Mason reads it well, and great downfield blocking right there by Luke Davidson, and you can see the speed of Mason Cunningham pulling away right there, and that's a good start for your offensive night right there.
Quite impressive there, the speed of Mason, as you just mentioned.
Yeah, he's got some wheels, and that's the thing I've talked to him about. We know he's got a good arm, and he needs to use all his tools. Don't just be one of those guys that wants to throw it all the time or just run it all the time. Be multiple, and he's done a great job of that. A little bit shorter kickoff than I like to have seen right there. And first down play, and Franklin County had a lot of good running backs, and they played a lot of them. And, some young sophomores. And job getting in the backfield and have a snap issue. You'll see throughout the night Franklin County runs a lot of sets, and we knew if we could hold them to third and long, we'd be good. Forced a punt. Avery Brown fields it and keeps it from bouncing. So doesn't get much on the return, but that's a great job of not letting it hit and bounce. We come out here and run the ball out, and I might have missed a cutback right there on that. Michael usually sees those, and come back again and get a few yards and bring up a third down here. They bring the blitz and have to throw it. And, that's what you do. It's a great job by Mason getting the ball who needs it, and we just drop the pass. So credit to Franklin County for forcing a 3 and out, and a really good punt right there by Noah Mason. And Luke Davis and David on the tackle right there. Way too many missed tackles there on that first down run. Brings up second and short, which is good for Franklin County, and they're going to get the first down easy. And at this point, we had some defensive coaches and myself weren't very happy. You can tell how hard that Franklin County's the last game of the season. They knew they probably weren't going to the playoffs. They were going to play hard, and a really good running team. And that's I believe a sophomore running back. They've got a couple of really good sophomore running backs, and couple of them with a couple of good senior running backs. Like I said, they play a lot of kids, and it really helps you stay fresh when you run as much as they do. Tackled by J.D. Harris. And really good job right there on the short yardage play. And, brings up fourth down. They elect to go for it. Fourth and short. We got some white jerseys and doing a good job. You can see right there, really close, but they don't get the first down, and we get the ball back and take it back over. And first down run the screen to Michael Eddings. They do a pretty good job sniffing it out, but we still get 5 or 6 yards. Second down play, good little scramble, and finds O.J. Davis there for a long gain. And O.J. had a really good night. I think he had 4 or 5 catches for probably over 100 yards would be my guess. Luke Davidson coming in motion right here and getting the ball. And good run. And, you know, Luke, just a sophomore himself, and he's starting wide receiver now, and he's been a big difference. And, good play right there by the cornerback, forcing the incomplete pass. Brings up third down, a little motion, and we give it to our wide receiver at tailback, and Darius Young, and he does a great job running downhill right here for about 15 yards and getting a touchdown. And
what class is Young in?
Darius is a junior, and he was a kid as a freshman. He was our starting tailback. So even though we moved to wide receiver, feel comfortable giving him the ball in the backfield, and he showed right there that he can still run it. So another good kick by Noah Mason, and great coverage. Wish we could cover like that every time. We'd kick it deep. We can pin them around the 15-yard line.
Yeah.
Don't always work that well, but here we go defensively. And got some people coming. Again, there's J.D. Harris with the tackle, but we got too many people in the box for them to be gaining that many yards. Got to get off a block, and you see if you're not getting to the runner until about 5 yards, that's not what we want.
So the first quarter comes to a close with the Golden Eagles leading 14-0.
Make a little bit of adjustment right there after the first quarter, and you see we've got guys getting off blocks, and I think it's J.D. Harris again, and I know that's at least 3 tackles already. And then not very smart right there on our part, jumping off sides. Good job by Alex Bro right there, getting the pressure, and that's our little 140-pound nose guard that who's been able to start for us the last 3 weeks and been a great surprise. Quick pass out, and they complete it. Around with another kind of trick play, and we've kind of seen that the last 2 weeks, where last week Columbia's throwing the book at us with the reverses and reverse passes, and this time it don't work. force another punt. Here we don't do a very good job of fielding the ball. And he gets that roll that we don't like. But another good stop by the defense, puts our offense back on the field, already up 14-0. And give it to Michael Eddings right there, and you just see great vision. And I don't know how well we blocked that, but he ends up getting about 15 yards. And here we get Avery Brown, and he gets a good run, but we get a holding call out here on the edge, and moves us back a little bit. Come back, good scramble here by Mason, and he sees Michael is checked down route. And anytime you can get Michael the ball in open space, it leads to good things. And you can see a good hustle right there, and great job of getting in the end zone. And there goes Michael all the way up the hill. So good job keeping that play alive and getting it to your playmakers. Kick it deep again. Got the covers down there. We got to start making these tackles, though. Probably could have pinned him inside the 30, and he gets it out all the way close to the 40-yard line. Defense, we got some people in the back. It looks like David Rutledge back there making a running back trip up. Goes back, little quick pass, well defended right there by number 11. That's another senior right there, Chris McLean. Got a 3rd and long here, and we're bringing the blitz, forcing the pass, and well overthrown right there. Once again, another good job of coverage by Chris McLean. Forcing the punt again. Good punt. Avery Brown gets it. You got a host of players down there. So come back, 1st down play right here, a little rollout pass. Good job hitting O.J. Davis. You know, O.J., he's a good athlete as well, and you can see right here he's trying to be physical and use the speed as well. Great pickup right there on 1st down. 2nd down, don't do a great job of blocking, and Michael does a good job just getting what he can get right there and getting some positive yards. Quick throw, and got to make that catch right there. Darius Young drop. Come back on 3rd down play, and good run right there by Jamal Harden. That won't show up but a 3-yard run, but it was a good run. Another positive 1st down run right there by Cunningham. And, they kind of bring the house there on 2nd down and brought up 3rd down and goal. We do a little motion, hit Sente Muse on the slant for 4th touchdown of the game. So
put you guys up 28-0, I think.
Yeah, and you know, just a real good job there, especially by Mason on the scramble and hitting OJ, and you see him earlier hitting Michael, and doing a lot of good things. Really, even those older passes, 2 of the bigger plays have been because of Mason using his legs and then throwing. And then a great job reading the coverage there and hitting Sente Muse for a touchdown. But Franklin County, I'm coming out, and like I said, they've got a lot of weapons back there. And they've got quarterback right here is a senior, and he's running the ball hard. And when you've got 4 or 5 different running backs, you feel like they're always fresh, and you know that at any given time they're ready for a big play. We're getting to the ball. We just got to tackle a little bit better. Something we got to work on, no matter if it's week 1 or week 10. It's a nice little scramble, but good coverage right there by Corvin Giles and Tequel Alvin. Great job right there by the defense. We've got him stopped, and bringing up another 4th down. this time they're going to get it, and he bounces outside, and just a good push right there. Missed some tackles, and probably had him stop for the first down. You know, that's a senior right there on senior night with the extra effort by number 1 for Franklin County. Here, another good job by 1, and we knew coming in watching film that he was a very dangerous runner. He's probably their leading rusher, and like I said, they put a lot of them and kind of John stuff and get a 15-yard penalty that doesn't help anything. Do a good job of forcing the fumble, but unfortunately they get back on it. They let it go for 2 for some reason, not sure, but good job by O.J. Davis right there, making the tackle and keeping them out of the end zone for the 2-point conversion. And it's like we've seen all year, onside kick, they're offsides. And they kick it out of bounds and we get it. And this is a play we put in this week, this first play. We want to try to get Avery Brown the ball. We've talked about him on here, and here's Avery showing his speed, and you can just see him making guys miss. And at that point, I knew that there wasn't nobody going to catch him. I mean, he can scoot.
Is he the fastest guy on your team, you think?
I would think so, and we don't really time 40s or everything, but he's just so smooth when he runs. And you know, he's a kid that each week we go in as a game plan and say, how can we get him the ball? And you know, I'm thinking next year there probably won't be a way we don't get him the ball. He'll probably touch it in wide receiver, tailback, and quarterback next year. I mean, he's got that kind of raw talent. Right before half here, and we're just kind of in the defense. We don't want to give up anything crazy. Just faking it, and really shouldn't even let the guy behind us right there. But that's the last play, I believe, before half. So.
All right, and the Golden Eagles up 35-6 at halftime, and you're probably feeling pretty good about this whole game at this point. Yeah,
I felt real good. I know offensively, besides one drive there, and we had a drop pass on it, we were really clicking. And you know, you've seen, I think O.J. touched the ball, Michael Eddings touched the ball, Mason ran the ball, Sente Muse, Avery Brown, Darius Young, Jamal Harden. That's 7 people right there that's touched the ball on offense. And when we can move the ball around different people, it's really tough on the defense, and I was really happy with that. And then defensively, I knew that Franklin County had a tough run game. We gave up a few yards here and there, but overall, kept them out of the end zone there until that last drive and only give up 6 points. So 35-6 at half makes the coach feel pretty good. But my message was we were up 28-3 last week and didn't play too well in the third quarter. So we're trying to make sure we're ready for the onside kick and things that are going to come in the third quarter.
Was that part of your game plan, that you were going to get a lot of different people the ball?
Yeah, we go into it and try to do that every week, and you know, sometimes it's able to happen, and sometimes Michael or Mason, you know, they make the big plays and you ain't got time to spread it around. But we try to spread it around every week, and we keep a touch chart. And if we look down there and somebody hadn't touched the ball, we're going to try to make an effort to get on the ball. It doesn't always work out, but I think it's a good way. You got to keep everybody involved. If players feel like they're not touching the ball every now and then, and you know, they're typical teenagers. It's tough to go hard every time with no threat of ever touching the ball. So we try to do it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We're going to take a quick commercial. We'll be right back in a moment with third quarter action right after this.
What if you could find peace of mind with Got Your Back Checking? Discover Ascend's Preferred Checking, where rewards and security are the key to a balanced financial future. Earn cash back on purchases at your favorite retailers. Plus, our ID theft protection, card patrol, and extra security mean your finances stay safe and sound. Open or upgrade to an Ascend Preferred Checking account and see what's possible.
As a 5-star rated bank with locations in Bedford and Moore counties, First Community Bank has been the bank of choice for over 25 years for both families and businesses. Customers openly place their faith in the leadership of the bank that provides multiple services, each designed to provide solutions for the needs of every customer. Services like mobile banking is just one example.
I just bought a horse with mobile banking.
When asked what customers like best about First Community Bank, they answered,
I like the service here and I like the people.
The professional service that they give us down here.
They support youth sports.
Community-oriented and customer-minded, the solution to all of your banking needs is a short ride or a simple phone call away. Take that first step to a community-minded bank. Call 931-684-5800 or stop by one of their locations today. First Community Bank, a community leader.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
31W Insulation offers custom look garage doors to enhance the appearance of your home. These are beautiful, durable, and energy efficient doors. Give your home the fresh, classic, distinctive look it deserves. From rural to rustic artistry, 31W Insulation has what you're looking for. Visit us online at 31W.com to see how we can make beautiful and affordable improvements to your home.
Since 1889, Traders Bank has been helping our neighbors realize their dreams. Whether our customers are looking to put a roof over their heads, try their hand at entrepreneurship, or see themselves behind the wheel of a shiny new car, the folks at Traders Bank have always been ready to dive in with them. Because at Traders, we lend you more than just money. We lend you our good name. Traders Bank, you're welcome.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
All right, picking up action now in the third quarter.
And there's the onside kick that we talked about, and sure enough, it hits off of OJ, the guy that we wanted to be there, hits off his leg, and they get it. So, I don't know, it's frustrating as a coach when we say, here it comes, and got the guys we want there, and it's 2 weeks in a row. It makes you think about kicking an onside kick every time.
But as you mentioned previously, you probably don't do that if you still got a chance for the playoffs.
No, and that's the good thing about being eliminated from the playoffs. It's easy to run those trick plays. It's easy to run those onside kicks. You know, you feel like, what do you got to lose? And it's like anything else. You play loose when there's nothing on the line, and sometimes that's a really good thing.
Yeah.
But, you know, here's the most important thing was the defenses. Even though they get put in a tough situation here coming out of half, we do a good job of responding. And there's Will Davidson, who's twin brother Luke, as we talked about earlier. And Will had a really good game Friday night on defense as well, number 28. Good job defense with Albert Corbin Giles and O.J. Davis on the tackle. Great hit there by Cody Martin. 24. I believe that was the fourth down again. It was, and good stop. Come back on first down and give Michael Eddings the ball. He rushes about 10 yards, gets us a first down. Come back, wide receiver sweep. I believe it was Sente Muse. Good pass over the middle to O.J. Davis from Mason Cunningham, and good block right there by Mari Dandy, and O.J. gets knocked out of bounds about the 8, 9. Counter, and I'm not sure why we pulled that right there, but probably should just give the ball. Second down play, and Michael Eddings gets up about the 6. They jump off sides and gets a little bit closer. A little quick pass out to Michael Eddings, and builds in for the easy score. That's a big score right there for a couple of reasons. One, because you want to start your second half with a score, and second, I believe it puts the TSSAA running clock in play. Good coverage again.
You probably feel pretty good about this lead here at 42-6.
Yeah, I did. Kind of tipped one right there. We might have had an interception, but yeah, we get the clock running, and at this point in time, we've done made up our mind if we ever get to the running clock that we're going to start playing a lot of young kids. And we know sometimes when you get in the second half, that clock it starts ticking really fast because it doesn't stop for anything. Good job there by the defense coming up here with, I guess, a 3rd and long. We got a lot of white jerseys over there. Or excuse me, that's 2nd down, and this brings up a 3rd and long. Got guys around, they complete a pass and get the 1st down. Once again, I believe that's number 24 right there, Cody Martin, with a tackle for loss. And he's a kid that started at the beginning of the year, lost his starting job, and then come back and gained it again. Big hit right there by Corbin Giles. So you can tell defensively we're starting to get some big hits, and it's fun when you got a lead. You can kind of relax yourself and kind of play hard. Big 4th and 8 right here, and pass it and get the ball back. And Jay Blackburn comes in, hands the ball off to Michael Leddings, and Michael here does something he hardly ever does, and we don't like to see him cut back. And come back here. Now we got Montel Hendricks in for his 1st carry, and Jay Blackburn keeps it. So we got a lot of young kids in. Puts us in a 3rd and long right here. And Jay Blackburn barking out the orders. Gets it. And makes a good pass here. Pretty well defended. The routes, I wouldn't say, were the most crisp routes. And the young guys, and here we have a direct snap. And really it's just OJ making a play because it was really a mess up on our part. And luckily we got an athlete back there. And we keep the ball in our hands. So one of those plays where you got somebody snapping it and wasn't supposed to snap it, and just so happened he snapped it to a good athlete, and he Cody Martin running the ball here, and you see he's a very powerful runner. He had a good year at running back, and right here got a good block on the outside, and got to run inside that block right there. Get the 1st down. Instead, it's 3rd and short, and Cody Martin again, good powerful run, getting us a 1st down, and trying to mix and match. And we got players, and this stuff right here can't happen. That's a good job of Jay getting the ball and making it positive, but you got to catch it the 1st time. Come in with a freshman quarterback, handing off to really our other freshman quarterback, but then play tailback, and that was Grayson Trammell, a quarterback, a freshman, handing it off to number 10, Mason Warner, a freshman, with number 12 going in motion, a freshman, Cale Swing. So we got a lot of freshmen out there playing, and Grayson Trammell with the quarterback keeper. That's probably not his strength is running the ball. He's a really good throwing quarterback. Got a bright future.
Freshman season is over at this point, isn't it?
It is, and we kind of allow some of them, if they want to move up, We keep our quarterbacks out there, and wanted to make sure they got in the game. They've been practicing hard, and got a little hurdling going on right there by number 7. He's just a sophomore, and he's going to be a really good player. I don't look forward to facing him the next few years. We got some young guys in here on defense, and they're playing hard. Really can't let somebody get behind you right there. And Jeremiah Wyatt and Montel Hendricks are both there, just got to make the play, and they let it go for 2, and kind of drags them in the end zone. So young guys getting some playing time, but you got to execute. Come up with here's the bad part about onside kicks. They're not very high percentage. So Come back out here with our young guys again, and Jay Blackburn, quarterback sweep. It's a good run. Jay's going to be a fine quarterback next year for us, and not much he can do on that play right there. Mark Caldwell in there, and Kieran Davis. And here's third down, and right here, that's not a very good decision. We weren't supposed to be throwing the ball right there. Good punt, good coverage. Got young guys playing hard, and it's one of those things at the end of the game you're kind of frustrated because it's so hectic. But in reality, it's really nice because you know you got a big lead. At this point, we just don't want to give up a big play. We've got a lot of guys back, and they're throwing it up. And good job defending right there by Montel. And we got Cole Sims, a freshman, out there as well.
42-14 is your final score, and a good night all around. Some great play out of your starters, and you got a lot of people in the game.
Yeah, I mean, the big thing was coming out and playing like your backs were against the wall, and we did that. Our first team offense and first team defense played exceptionally well. Despite a few things, I thought it was one of our better games that we played. Only punted one time with the first offense. Defensively, first defense only gave up one score and really made them earn it, and aided it by a penalty. So very happy with those guys. And special teams, I thought we did an excellent job. We kicked deep all night and covered well, fielded punts, all the things that you got to do to be a playoff type team. And we put ourselves in a tough situation when we lost those 3 games and put our backs against the wall for the last 2 weeks. But you know, to their credit, they came out and they did a great job of finishing the season. And you know, now we're going to get to move on to the next round, and you know, we got to continue to play well, and that's the good thing. I think we're playing pretty good, and we're as healthy as we've been in the last month or two. So, you know, we've got a chance, and that's all you can ask for.
You know, you talk about that middle stretch there. That stretch, you start off 5-0, and then you lose 3, and but you were playing some good teams, and you had some people banged up at that point. How much part do you think the injuries might have played at that point?
Well, it was magnified because, like you said, injuries are going to hurt you no matter who you play. But when you're playing Independence, who's the #1 team in the state, it's definitely going to hurt you. Lincoln County, who's probably had their best season in the last 10 years, it hurt us. And then Stewart's Creek was probably the biggest one because we led that whole game. In the second half, we probably had 8, 9, 10 starters out before the game was over with, and really blew the lead in the second half. So. Quality opponents, and then you add injuries, and that was part of it. And one of the reasons why we didn't need to panic, because we knew that it was all correctable mistakes that we made. We knew that if we got healthy, that we're a good football team, and we showed it the last 2 weeks and finished the season at 7-3. You know, that's a very, very good record. Making the playoffs again, and just having that chance for these seniors to go out there and you know, make a run. You know, it'd be nice to get a 5-game winning streak going back here in the playoffs, but you know, we're going to take every game one at a time. We've got a quality opponent in Hendersonville coming up, but our kids are excited. I hope our fan base is excited. I hope we have a big crowd traveling on the road with us, and we've done really well on the road this year, so it might be one of those times where you actually feel better that you're on the road. So we'll see the way this season's going.
Did I hear you say earlier that this Hendersonville team that you're playing this Friday night is 9-1 on the season?
They are. They're a very good football team, 9-1. Their only loss came to Hillsboro, which is a region opponent. And they actually tied for #1 in their region and lost a head-to-head tiebreaker. And you know, I've seen them a little bit on film earlier this morning, but I can tell you about Coach Hatfield in Hendersonville. You know, I was at Gallatin for a short time, and I've watched them play over the years. They're always one of the most well-coached teams in the state. They always play hard. They've ran the wing tee for years, and that's what they're going to do, and they run it well. Defensively and special teams, I feel like they're always one of those teams that you gotta be worried about because they're always going to be well coached and they're not going to hurt themselves. So we'll have our hands full, but excited to have that opportunity.
I've heard you talk before about the wing tee. What do you have to do as a team to defend a team that runs the wing tee really well?
And the number one thing is you've got to stay focused on your job. And we've got 11 guys on defense. And the hard thing sometimes as a player is they want to make all the plays. I want to make every tackle. I want to make the big play. Well, against a wing tee team, if you start looking in the backfield and trying to find the ball and wanting to make tackles, well, the next thing you know, the ball's going to be by you because it's a very misdirection, a deceptive offense. And you got to read your keys, stay at home, and play your position. It's really hard on undisciplined defenses. So you got to be disciplined. If you can be disciplined and you tackle well, I feel like we got a chance, and I know that's what we're going to have to do this week.
What about team speed? Your team is on most Friday nights has had better team speed than your opponents, and how do you match up against Hendersonville?
Well, I feel like the short videos I've watched, I feel like we're still going to have a little bit of advantage. Looking at their scores, I know that they don't play a lot of teams that are spread. In their district, it's more about running the football. They have a lot of teams, Beach and Gallatin, and those guys that just really pound the football and get into tight ends. So they don't see a lot of spread offenses. Their only loss came to a spread football team versus Hillsboro. So hoping that might be an advantage for us, that they hadn't seen a lot of 3 and 4 wide and even 5 wide sometimes. I feel like we're going to have to score some points. I hope they're worried about our offense. I know we're worried a little bit about theirs, and that's kind of what it comes down to. You got to use your strengths, and their strengths running the ball, and we use our strength, and we're multiple and spread the field and use our speed. So should be for an interesting matchup, I feel like.
All right, and that's coming up at Hendersonville this coming Friday night. But yeah, I bet you started out the season wanting to get to the playoffs. You've accomplished that.
Yeah, goal accomplished, and that's all you can do. No matter. Really, it doesn't matter where you rank at. You get in. I know it's a cliche, and every coach across the state are saying it this week. But when you get to the playoffs, throw the records out 0-0. It's a new season. There's a lot of teams that are sitting at home would probably love to be playing this week, and we're one of the fortunate ones that get to keep on playing. Last year we made a pretty good little run. Hopefully this year we'll do the same.
Yeah. Okay, folks. Get out to Hendersonville and check out the Golden Eagles this coming Friday night, if you can. If not, remember to join us here on Saturday morning for the Golden Eagles football show with head coach Jason Hardy. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you again next week.